gin and a Southern Comfort.
When we come back, you'll just leave I right talking to you, right, shouting to you, right?
It's alright, I scalped his bookie.
What, his girlfriend? I wouldn't call her a cow.
Right, we're live again. Apologies for that.
What?
And the day with me, I don't do tech shit.
Neither
do I.
It's all my fault.
Are we back? Are we back, chat? Let us know if we're back. Refresh people.
You'll need to open up a new chat window if you've still got the old one open.
Is it? Oh,
yep.
Jesus Christ.
I'm popping the link in for the new one in the old chat.
Right, Vic, so you're hired, right? We kept Gail, we're keeping you. Fuck the UK Vape Show, you're back. You're coming here.
Yes.
Because it's a new live, it needs to be a new chat window. The old one won't work.
Yep. Blame Virgin Media, not me.
See, fucking knew it was Virgin Media was on because the same thing happened to me 2 fucking weeks ago. Fucking Virgin.
I know, man. That prick getting all the fucking money for our Wi-Fi.
I know.
Pish.
Well, I mean, technically, Richard Branson's got fuck all to do with it now because he sold it.
Aye, but it seems we'll just blame him anyway. Fuck him.
He's too busy lying on his island with the rest of his pedo friends.
Yep.
Welcome to Scottish.
Did I say that out loud?
You did, but it's alright. We have no limit.
Say it again.
I apologise.
We have no borders in Scotland yet for this.
For those that know me, we'll have brain farts. Do you know what I mean? It comes out there before it actually clicks in there.
Oh, so what were we talking about before we left? Oh, the percentage of Scottish.
Vic was telling everybody about how new reviewers have got an uphill battle, and we were talking about there being nearly 1 million vapers in Scotland.
1 million?
Yeah, I remembered shit.
Is it 1 million vapers in Scotland?
Well, Andy said that, didn't he? He reckoned it was just below the 1 million mark.
Yeah, getting close to 1 million.
It's still freezing.
Yeah, I'm expecting it. I've already installed a metal shield down there. I'm in place. He says you're going to kick my balls. It's not my fault. Is it? The internet isn't my fault. It's Vic that's looking after the internet. We thought we'd trust the UK Vape Show to look after the internet tonight. And...
Don't look at me. I don't look after the internet.
Is Victor sabotaging this channel? No, Victor wouldn't do that. He's too scared of me. Aren't you, darling?
Mm-hmm.
See? Anyway, yeah, so I think it's quite impressive, you know, that we've got nearly 1 million vapers in Scotland. When you know, as Vic was saying, that when you look at the population count, for us to have such a big percentage of vapers.
But the other thing I wanted to touch upon as well, it's mostly, I don't know about England, but mostly in Scotland you'll see like all the school kids smoking. It's nothing to do with, it's just how they go. And how many do you think, right, round about roughly the age of 18 now, how many do you think we can actually convert to vaping to raise them numbers up? Because they don't know that smoking's going to wreck their health.
Controversial. You went there. Right, go on then.
But this is my whole new series starting Monday anyway. How many do you think we can actually convert from just damaging their lungs to coming back over? Maybe about near do I. That's what I'm going to try.
Okay, so from the perspective of a parent, a mammy who has children aging from 23 down to 17.
Oh, it's gone again.
What? What did I say?
Nothing. It's my
gone
internet.
again.
No, my internet's about to go. Hopefully not. Don't do it.
You jinx it. Oh, it has. It's frozen on the stream.
Ah, fuck.
Oh, for the love of God.
StreamYard.
We don't get Virgin up here, so we've nothing to worry about.
Right, hold on.
You know, I can go any. No, you can't go any Pirate Bay and stuff like that through the major internet providers. No.
I need to learn how to do this. Sam won't teach me though, because he said I'd fuck it up.
But I'm with the SSE, and I can access Pirate Bay website. I can access all the torrent site websites and all that. Not what.
I have my wee workarounds in Virgin Sky.
No, it's fucking frozen. totally frozen.
I'm watching it just now and it's...
Have you got it?
Yeah, I've got it.
Dan won't teach me though, because he said I'd fuck it up.
No, we're on a totally new stream.
Are we live?
Okay,
Can you see
anything,
us?
it's
Why
stuck
don't we
in
ask
the chain,
chat?
Dad.
Chat, can you see us? Are we live?
No, we're on a brand new stream.
No, it's... Yeah, I know, but...
Stream is
Ah,
good. John
shoot.
says 78.
Perfect! At last, Virgin. Still hate you, you bastard. Oh well.
Right, alright, hold on.
Alright, we're okay.
Right, I need to pop out my new chat. Hold on. Right, there we go. Oh, there's Valajan, right, okay, so things are moving.
How
Still
you
on
doing,
for my
Matt?
husband, right, okay.
We'll wing it.
Anyway. It's fine, everybody just sit back and have a wee drink. We'll get there in the end. Right, so,
I should have brought alcohol for this. I should have brought alcohol for this.
right, go over, got more questions for Vic.
Yeah. Have I? Yes.
It's a trade break, anyway, carry on.
Don't know what my fucking clue what's happening. I've asked that. Have you ever said a product was good when it wasn't?
Nope. Minute you do that, you should give up fucking reviewing.
Exactly. Have you ever bought a clone?
Yes. Several,
Have you?
actually.
Have you?
What
Not
was it?
recently.
Oh, not recently. No, not recently.
I don't know why people are surprised by that. It amazes me because, see, when you look back at when Vic started his channel, he was doing it from the perspective of the guy in the pub everyday vapor, giving
Yeah.
his opinions. And, you know, even although he's got numbers and he's got a wee bit of a bigger heat, he still does it from that kind of perspective.
I know, but when he says he's bought a clone, I think I instantly think of Vic now, and I'm thinking, why would you buy a clone now? But he's obviously previously. You wouldn't buy
Previously, not now though.
He's not a snob. Are you?
No.
It's not a
I
snob.
bought a clone. Let me show you this. I got a clone today. If I know what it is, I did bring it. You may recognise it. Mr. Todd did a review recently on this. So it's a high end,
You lost me.
Lost me as well.
and it is this little jammy.
Oh, it's the fuck. It's not the Hakua.
Nope.
Oh, I can't remember the fucking name now.
That's tiny.
Yeah, it's the Armour Vapes engine.
That's the one.
That's toty.
That cost me £9. And
Bargain.
it's fucking tiny. Absolutely tiny. Single coil.
Is that as small as the... Bear with me, folks, till the brain kicks in. Is your plastic, Vic?
Oh, the Wasp?
That's the
Nano.
one. Is it as small as it was?
Smaller, I think. I think it might be a touch smaller. But do you know what? I got this, and I think there's far too many fucking parts to this for an RDA. Like, because you've got this, which is totally cosmetic. It's a bit good over there. And then you've got the deck. But it's very. I don't know. I've not had a shot of it yet. I just got it in today. But I'll have a go.
What's like a...
£9. £9, and I think it's 130 quid or something.
That's £135 for the original, yeah. Fucking stupid price for a dripper.
£135 for something that tiny?
Aye, for something about that fucking size.
Oh no, I'm being shite.
Fucking gold plated, does it make fucking tea in the morning?
I know.
Exactly. Exactly.
We don't need to know if it comes in Alton Bill. Nobody needs to know if it comes in Alton Bill.
Ah,
How would Vic feel if they cloned the Kelpie?
it's been cloned.
How do you feel about that?
The original was cheap enough for people to afford. That the clone was being sold in Fast Tech for £11.99. I was like, fire in then, on you go.
So,
Welcome, Garrett.
I suppose after what's been happening with H Bro, you'll not be giving a fuck anymore.
Hey, LG.
Next question. Is Edinburgh better than Glasgow?
No.
Yes.
And I'll tell you why Edinburgh's not better than Glasgow. Glasgow should be the real capital of Scotland.
Jesus.
That's what.
We're being controversial again. Here we go.
Glasgow should be the real capital of Scotland. Glasgow is bigger. It's got a higher percentage of people. The average from the last census, there hasn't been a census for a while, but you look at Edinburgh and you walk through Edinburgh city centre, or you spend time in Edinburgh,
You're bored as fuck.
there's not a lot of people in Scotland that actually live there. The last time I was in Edinburgh, right? The last time I was in Edinburgh with me and my dad, when my dad was still alive, we went up there to fucking visit the castle and shit, do all the touristy pish. Every single fucking shop we walked into ran by someone from England.
Here's the thing, right? Edinburgh smells better than Ouija Polis. Right, so for those that aren't Scottish and don't know, there's a big Edinburgh-Glasgow divide, like there's a Scottish-English divide, like there's a US-Canadian divide, an Australian-New Zealand divide. Do you know what I mean? It's an ongoing kind of bit of banter and laugh and joke. Here's the thing, right? Edinburgh is a beautiful city, right? But
It's
you
got
can
a
walk
castle,
down.
that's
You can walk, yeah, but you can walk. I mean, some of the old streets in Edinburgh are beautiful, right? But no offence to the Edinburgh people, they're a wee bit up their own arse. Right? You walk down and you kind of talk to people and they look at you like you're a bit of shit in their shoe. Do you know what I mean? Whereas you come to Glasgow, come in and have a fucking wee cup of tea, come in and have a piece. Do you know what I mean? People are a lot more friendly and open and loving, I think.
I honestly think Glasgow should be named the capital. The capital.
I love Edinburgh. I prefer Edinburgh, but I'll tell you why I prefer Edinburgh the place, because I love fucking
It is a
history
beautiful
and the
city.
culture of Edinburgh. I know you'd probably say Glasgow's got a lot of culture, but I like the look of Edinburgh. But the
Yeah.
people, you're right, the people can be funny. They can be funny.
The thing is, Glasgow's got tons of culture. All you need to do is walk through one of the main city centre streets in closing time when the pubs are shut, and you can see loads of culture.
Robbie F, so what's Glasgow
Exactly.
going for?
Wrong type of culture.
The people, Robbie, the people make Glasgow.
Oh, you've started something, Vic. What's wrong with
It's a shithole and full of English.
England, Scotland already? Get Vic in the show, you know what I mean? That's it.
That's it.
We've lost half our viewers. All the English viewers have went, fuck, those Scottish bastards.
But you know what? It's only Scottish people that are allowed to say this, because see if anybody that isn't Scottish says it, we'll all turn against you.
Yeah.
Random people offer you a cake. That's it, and moving to Glasgow.
Yeah, they do.
Well, thanks for asking that question, Skint. Thanks for that. I'm fucking. Everybody hates me now.
Heads, welcome in, darling.
You've lost all your English subscribers now. You'll be down here about 14,999. That's you fucked.
No, I would
By the clones.
definitely agree. I personally think Glasgow's a wee bit better. There's a lot more to do in Glasgow. Well, the only thing really to do in Glasgow is really shop or drink.
Yeah, but there's loads of things to do wherever you go. But we were talking about this before the show went live. How many of us actually go and do the things that are on our own doorstep? Do you know what I mean? There is loads to do in Glasgow, but because we live here, do we actually bother going and
What
do
does
that?
Vic want to do in Irvine, though? You know what I mean?
Yeah, there's
Ever
fuck
since
all
the
to
shutdown,
do. What can I do?
was the big
Go down-
fucking centre of the shutdown in Irvine? What was it? It used to be.
Oh, the Rivergate. The
Oh,
Rivergate.
no, you're thinking of the Magnum.
The swimming pool and the ice rink and all that. It was a
Oh,
big
that's all shut down now. The
Aye,
Magnum.
Magnum, aye. Since they shut down the Magnum, Irvine's fucked.
Oh, they opened up a new one, the Portal, right in the middle of the fucking town centre. They
Oh, did
spent £3.5 million building a whole brand new fucking leisure centre with a cafe, with fucking fitness gyms, with a big pool. The pool's shut half the time because apparently it keeps fucking leaking. And then once they finished it, they realised, oh wait a minute, there's fuck all parking in the town centre, you daft bastards. Fucking seriously.
You drive into Irvine and you see them all on the treadmills as you're running.
I thought the Magnum was great. I loved the Magnum when I was younger.
The Magnum was a phenomenal place, and the
People
council,
came from all over Scotland to go to the Magnum.
at one point it was the biggest leisure centre in Europe.
Yeah.
Europe. And the local council got fed up spending money on it, so they basically pulled the funding, which forced the closure. And you want to know why they did it? So they could sell the land to build posh houses on it. Fucking money. That's all it was.
Fuck, it's always the same, isn't
A wee
it?
bit similar to the time capsule in Coatbridge, I suppose.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The time capsule.
No,
That's all
Robbie
it is.
F, I can't understand Glaswegians. They talk 1,000 miles an hour. Fuckers must breathe out of their ears. Are we talking too quickly for you guys? If we are, just tell us.
I think we've done quite well.
That's us. We're slipping into the Scottish
I know.
slang.
I'm trying to consciously slow down. Any more questions?
The very last question that is on this sheet. I never got to ask you, have you ever bought a clone, Gail, or is Edinburgh better than Glasgow? But you've answered then. Well, you never. Have you bought a clone?
I have bought a clone, yes. I've bought a few clones actually. The last one I got was the QP M25.
So to both of you then, the very last question, it was submitted by my daughter, the Munchkin, who you'll see in my reviews. Do you think she's thinking of starting a vaping channel? This is what you've got to look forward to, by the way.
A minute, she's
Do you-
5.
Yeah?
I thought she was 5, or is this your older daughter?
Oh, the oldest.
I think I was wondering.
Do you think farts turn to dust as they age? Do you know, do they actually? That's
What?
Well, I can only talk from experience, right?
You look like you
Oh.
actually thought about that, Gail, for more than 5
No,
minutes.
I have thought about it, right? So I can only talk from experience. And living with a house with 4 men in it, 4 male of the species, I would say aye.
I need to get a bucket here.
I would say aye.
Have you witnessed this, a fart turn to dust as it gets older?
Because I know that I need fucking air purifiers when I've fucking fed them all a curry.
What do you think, Vic?
I don't know. It's way over fucking my head, that question.
It's not way up there on the priority list, is it?
I think we've actually stumped Vic for the first time ever.
Good answers.
Oh, there's Munchkin in chat. Hi, Munchkin. She said that as a piss take. Oh, you stumped Vic. Well done.
They
The
might
kind of
act-
question you generally tend to hear.
It's not.
I hear it all the time. So. Scary.
Okay, BFG wants to know, has Vic ever considered posing for the infamous shortcake tin lid? A wee Kelton sporing with him tastefully roaming in the gloaming, whatever that is, confused. I can just see you
No,
with a kilt on,
no.
sauntering your way down Argyle Street, a photographer, the hand on the hip and a jaunty wee swagger.
And a Kelpie in one hand.
Yep. Right, okay, so let's go back to the liar coil on fire.
Oh, yeah.
So Vic, remind everybody what your 3 things were.
Okay. Let's run through this again. Fuck, my head's up my arse right now. I worked in Activision and I worked on the Met Commander series. I was in BBC and I was the backroom staff for John Peel. And I worked with Interplay during the Hasbro takeover, which ultimately led to their bankruptcy.
Okay. So everybody had a wee think and put in chat what they thought. Tell everybody what one is the truth.
Okay, let's run. We'll run through them.
Go on then.
Activision, and Met Commander. I worked in Activision, but as admin. Never worked on a game.
Told you.
Right?
Number 2, BBC, John Peel. I worked with the BBC Scotland, backroom admin. Never actually done anything to do with presenters, never done anything to do with behind the glass. I was admin, which means number 3
Well
is
done,
actually
Skin.
true. I was
Yes.
at Interplay. It was an internship at Interplay fucking decades ago now. Decades ago. It was an internship with Interplay, and they ended up actually hiring me. Again, admin position. I never actually worked on games. It was all back fucking databases and fucking not so much accounting, but paperwork. I was a pen pusher. That's what I was doing back
in
then.
Glasgow? Or?
And it was based in Hope Street. Yeah, Hope Street. Was it Hope Street? It was either Hope Street or Union.
Union Street's your favourite street in Glasgow, because we don't let you out beyond Union Street, do we, really, on your own?
That's the only street I know. It's the only street I know, Union Street, because I used to fucking work there when I was not when I was a kid, although I fucking was a kid back then. But the way it worked out is the first job I got when I left secondary school, I'd done a 1-year stint at Activision. They were based at the top end of Union Street. It was one of their small offices, and it was admin stuff. It was all admin stuff. They closed down the offices because at that point in time, Activision was going through some difficulty because of the Star Trek games franchise that they had fucking failed to uphold. So I moved from there, and then I moved to Interplay, and this was at the point in time when Interplay was on the downward spiral, when Brian, the CEO, was basically trying to ditch the company as fast as they could. Now, you remember, Interplay at that point in time was the biggest company ever. They were making more money than Microsoft at that point in time, but they wasted it all. So as the ship was slowly sinking, Brian went, bye! He fucked off. The rest of us were sitting here wondering, why did the CEO just leave? And then Hasbro Interactive stepped in, and it was myself and a team of about 25 other people that started asset stripping the company. Then I left because I seen what the fuck was going on there. And then I went to work with the BBC Scotland. Admin, again. I've never done presenting, never done stuff like that. It was all admin work that I did. I've had a very varied job history.
Do you know the interesting thing about this? The jobs that you're talking about having done, you did before Levi was born.
I said, just make me feel even older, Gail. Thanks.
You're older than you. I get it.
Oh, and I also used to be a bingo caller at Beachcomber Bingo Club in Irvine before it was taken over.
I reckon you'd be a great bingo caller.
I was a phenomenal bingo caller.
88 two fat ladies when it was.
Oh, you couldn't do that. It was all political.
Oh, was it politically correct? Oh, no, see, that was fun.
All the usual bingo slang. It was all gone. You couldn't see it.
I was going to come out with some Glasgow bingo slang there, but we'll probably get the channel shut down, so I'll just shut up. Right, so let's give them the answer to our Scottish question. So we'll go over it again for those who didn't get it at the beginning. So our Scottish word of the week is bahookie. Bahookie. So we gave you 3 explanations of what is a bahookie. Those in that are Scottish, I asked to keep it to yourselves until the end. But here is our 3 explanations. So my explanation of bahookie is that it's a specific spoon for porridge. We have what is called a spurtle that you use for making porridge, but a bahookie is a specific wooden spoon that you use for eating porridge. Skin, your version?
I've got to commend you there, Gail. Your line is perfection.
I'm really good at
it's almost believable. It's a lot of shite, of course. The truth being that you have got many a bahookie to thank for your cornflakes in the morning, because that's what you add to your cornflakes. Milk that comes from a very special breed of bahookies.
Bahookies?
The cow. Cow, yes.
You got to milk
Lovely
the
Scottish
bahookie.
cow.
Oh,
Go
shit.
on then, Michael.
So, a bahookie is your ass for the American, arse for the Scottish, or bum for the English. And can I reveal whose answer was true?
Go on then.
I was true all along. It's your arse.
Yes. I'm going to scalp your bahookie, is what many a Scottish parent says.
It's an anus.
Or mine's just to, or
Goro
mine,
says it's
or
an
mine's just to say, you better fucking run.
So yes, I'm going to scalp your bahookie. Bahookie is the Scottish word for your ass. So well done, those that got it right.
Yes.
Yeah.
Zan says Vix now works in 7th Heaven cleaning the dancers' thongs.
The insults for you tonight, Vic, have been coming thick and fast in this chat. Give me a few giggles. Yeah,
Well done, Tobro got it right.
he did.
It is. So we. So what have you got coming up on your channel, Victor? For all those that don't know that you're a struggling reviewer and all that.
What have I got coming up? Videos. I don't plan anything more than a couple of days in advance. It's like, I don't even know what the fuck I'm reviewing next week yet. It's like, I know that Monday's gonna be debunking the myths. I'm finally gonna get round to actually doing one. And the old question of what's the best mod for a mouth to lung tank, Vic? There isn't a best mod. You can use a mouth to lung tank on a 4 fucking battery behemoth and it will still work as long as you get variable wattage. So that's the video that I'm going to be doing on Monday. Tuesday's a review, don't have a clue what the fuck it is. Wednesday is the Hump Day update plus a starter kit review. And I think that's the UWell Zoomwalt, which is one of the last pod kits that they released last week. Thursday's the UK Vape Show, no review. Friday's a review, Saturday's a review, Sunday's the What's Up. I don't even know what the fuck I'm reviewing next week. I've totally forgotten.
Well, you've not been very well this week, so...
And that plus 10 items came in this week. 10!
10.
It was like, here's lots and lots of parcels, and the best thing is, only one of them was an AIO. They're all mods, tanks, or drippers.
Oh, well, that's good.
That's very good.
That is good.
Because I'm getting fucking sick of seeing AIOs.
I think I'll be back to watching your channel again, Vic.
People are saying that we're roasting Vic.
No.
Here's the thing, guys, about the Scottish. If we don't take the piss out of you, it means we don't like you.
Exactly. You know what you get. The best insults in the Scottish Vape Show.
But yeah, there's been a lot of stuff. I was actually surprised. The DHL guy was saying to me, because he's the regular I thought you said that the e-cig industry was slowing down. Well, I guess I was fucking wrong.
Yeah.
I'm just happy it's not fucking pods and AIOs.
I'm happy as well.
I've not watched many vaping reviews lately because that's all fucking. I love that hard run or the hard on, as Gail calls it. I fancy that. That looks amazing.
I didn't mean
Well,
that.
I put the
I'm
temple.
blaming Jules. It was Jules that put that in my head.
I put the Vapors Cloud Temple 2020 RDA review up just as the show was starting. Actually, that's a nice little dripper. That's a nice.
Really?
What?
Is it really?
Really is.
Can I come and get a shot?
Yeah.
Keys a go.
I just need to say one word. I just need to say scones.
And the best thing is they released 2 versions, a 25mm and a 28mm at the same time.
All right.
You know, it seems to be the Steam Crave craze at the moment, doesn't it? Steam Crave is everywhere at the moment. For some reason, I've not. You got one, Michael, haven't you? You've got the aromatizer.
And I just bought the Supreme version 2.1 today as well. Yeah, the old one. I think it's 2 years old.
You should have got the Ragnar. That's what you should have done. Should have got the Ragnar.
I've got.
It's not much Vikings. I love Ragnar any day.
The Ragnar tank is fucking phenomenal.
I've not got an RDF. I've not got a fucking mod for it yet.
We've got a big enough one.
I want to get
the diameter for the Ragnar. What is the diameter? Is it
not 35?
All I can say is it overhangs the G class. It's fucking big.
So it's bigger than a 30 then?
Yeah,
I think
it's bigger than a 30 because it overhangs the G class.
I think it's
I'd
about.
still put it in fucking this legend.
Yes, James, Jules put a hard on in my head. Yeah. I like Steam Crave stuff when somebody else builds it for me. Right? When somebody else builds it for me and it's working and it doesn't leak and all the rest, I really enjoy it and the flavours are good and all the rest of it. But when I've got to build that shit myself, it ends up out the window.
Who would you say is Steam Crave's competitor? Who is Steam Crave's competition then?
They don't.
Like tanks.
Nobody.
Nobody at that size, especially the wide diameter tanks. There's not that many other companies doing them.
There you go. Thank you, Village. The Ragnar is 38mm.
No.
There we go. Fucking big tank.
Vaporgate Colorado is 52.8.
Yeah, but the Colorado was a one-off.
Yeah. I don't see the point in it being that big.
Steam Craver consistently bringing out wide diameter after wide diameter over and fucking over again. That's what they're good at.
But
Is
do you
it getting
remember
bigger?
way back, when you go back, right, so even going back like 3 years, I think it was about 3 years ago, maybe 4 years ago, that the first aromathermizer came out.
No, it was more.
Yes.
The old Steam Craver, the first one came out at the beginning of 2015.
Right, okay, I'm thinking of about 4 years ago. Because I remember I went out to buy coke where everybody was kind of saying the bigger you get, the more you're going to lose fluids with the tin, sort of thing. Good. It was a wee bit innovative, and people saying that was what grabbed people with them.
Yeah.